Hey, what's up everyone? In this video, 5K Q&A in May. We're almost done, but I have someone who's asked me, how do we pull guard in NoGi? So I'm gonna show you one of my favorite methods just now. Right, so pulling guard in NoGi, there's going to be a lot of ways, but depending on if this guy is having a straight up posture, he's going to have a wrestling stance or whatnot. Sometimes they just come in and go collar and tie, it doesn't really matter, or they don't even engage, just go forward with their forehead like this, okay? So I like to use the 2-on-1 a lot of times. 2-on-1 is going to be a safe method to use to make sure that you have contact. I hate when matches, especially in grappling, where they just circle and dance without any contact for 20 minutes. That's just boring, right? So, of course, when my opponent is standing in front of me, I want to engage in something. So I'm going to be either posting on his head, going for the collar tie, or if his hands are dangling in front of me, that's my favorite method, is I'm going to go right away to grab the wrist control. I want to have a 2-on-1. So what's going to happen now when his hands are in front like this, sometimes we're going to be hand fighting. So we're going to be hand fighting like this, kind of like gauging the distance. And now what I want to do is once I see this hand fighting, I'm going to go strong side wrist control, which is my right hand, and I'm going to just push this hand. So every time he wants to control, I don't want him grabbing my fingers like this. All right? When they do this, I like to twist their fingers. I hate this. Okay? So when he has his hands up like this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 5 fingers on the outside like this and catch thumb against the index finger and the whole palm against the pinky. That way there, it's hard for him to take the hand out of there. And it's just going to be for a moment where I'm going to grab this and pass it on to this hand. See that? Now, once I have the wrist control, the free hand on the same side is going to block right here behind the elbow. And I like to use the thumb and the middle finger against the latch on here, right where the bone is. Okay? So now I have a good control. I know he's going to try to take his arm out, but I'm going to be latching on. From this position here, it's time to pull guard. When I pull guard, I don't just want to sit down like this and nonchalantly just sit down on my back and have him pass the open guard. I want to have the control. So when I do so, and I'm here, and I pass it on to this hand, now when I pull guard, as I sit down, my back leg's going to squat, but I'm going to wait for my foot to post onto his waist like this, right to here. Okay? Now from this position, if he drops to his knees, that's perfect. That's what I wanted from now. Now this leg is going to come up to this side. Once I'm here now, I don't let go of this control, but I'm going to post onto his leg so I can sweep him to this side, see? And now I have the mount position. And the sweep wasn't the question of the video, but it's just to show you something I like to connect quickly from the 2-on-1. So the 2-on-1 is the guard pull. I like to call it 2-on-1 guard pull in NoGi. And then from there, it can easily go for the 2-on-1 sweep, which is very similar to a scissor sweep. Okay, let's look at this one more time. His hands are in front. I grab and I pass. I get to here very quickly. Now, as I sit down, I post, and I have a seat. This is my guard pull. Now, if he drops to his knees, that's excellent. I post my other leg right to his hip, and I keep my shield right in front of his shoulder like this. If he tries to put pressure, my knee is in the way. But I have to move quick, so where I'm going to post is right here. I'm going to chop this leg out, kick this knee over, and now from here, post right to the mount position. Okay? Now, with the same move, sometimes they stay on their feet. So once I've pulled the guard, and I got to here, and now I start to sit down like this, he stays up on his feet. So I have the open guard position, but I don't want to lose the control of his arm. So what's going to happen now, he's going to pull me up. See, pulls, because he wants to let go of this grip. He wants to free his arm. He can't pass my guard. It's very difficult right now if his arm is stuck. Okay? So now, as he starts to pull back, I'm going to go with him. See? Come back up, Alex. Right from here, see this pendulum? As he goes back, my feet go right behind his ankles. And now, as he pulls back, even if he's strong, stay strong, I let go and I push. And now I can get the top position. Okay, so if he falls down here and he's pushed down here, a lot of times I'll just go cross side ankle, and I'll take this one out into the leg drag position right away. There's a lot of methods, but hey, guard pulling in NoGi is not much different than guard pulling in the gi, all right? The idea is, if you don't have the collar and the sleeve, you want to latch on to the control. So the collar tie, great control, If he ties up here, this is all the great control. You can also get on the inside and chop this one down and then arm drag here. But for this one, it's gonna be the 2-on-1. So I want this grip right here and this grip right here. Very important. You don't wanna have it like this because he can do the same thing to you now, right? He's gonna pummel, grab the wrist control, and now I'll get the 2-on-1 to me, all right? So I always go same side, right, like this, okay? But the reason why I showed you this method is a lot of times the hands are up like this. He's gonna be like this with me. So if I try to go over, it's difficult. Sometimes you even jam your fingers going in. So if I'm here, I close the fingers and I pass this one in. That's how you're gonna do it, okay? So that's the 2-on-1 guard pull from no-gi positions.